Hello and welcome to this video. I'm so glad you're joining me today. Well, you know, it's almost March, so that means that we're going to have to start doing some St. Patrick stuff. Get our leprechauns and our four-leaf clovers and our rainbows and all those good things to bring us lots of luck for St. Patrick's Day. So today I'm going to start that by recycling this St. Patrick's Day card. It says, for St. Patrick's Day, may a little bit of heaven fall out the sky above and make today a special day for you and those you love. I got this card years ago from one of my secret pals, and I don't even remember what group it was from, one of the crafty groups that I was in at the time. We did a secret pal swap. In case you haven't noticed my watch band, I love rainbows, but there's a problem with this card. Can you tell? I'll give you a second. If you know what is wrong with the rainbow in this card, please post it in the comments below. I'll give you a couple seconds to think about it and post it. Okay. Well, I always store my colorful things in rainbow order, and that's Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. This is not in that order. It's wrong. So I'm going to have to fix that because I just can't have that. It's pretty. The colors are pretty. It's just not the right rainbow order. But that's okay. We're crafters. We can do it, right? Right. Let's get started. So, first of all, I'm going to, cut the front of the card off. I do that every time, of course. Oh, and I should show you the back is kind of pretty too. It's an American Greetings card. It's kind of cool. So let's go ahead and chop it on up. And while I have my paper trimmer out, I will cut the inside, the sentiment out of the inside. Okay, I will set that aside and we'll put that in the card after. And I really didn't end up saving much of the pretty stuff on the back. All right, so I'm going to use a standard A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to kind of eyeball it up here and see what I've got. You know, I think the width of it is good. It just leaves a little tiny bit of a white border, but I need to cut the top part of it down. So let me get my pencil and I'll make a mark where I want to trim it. I know I want to keep all of what's on the bottom, and I know I can get rid of some of this extra filler up top. So that's what I'm going to cut off as the top. And I'm just going to eyeball it. Make a little mark with my pencil where I want to cut it. Set my card base aside and give it a trim. Then I just have that little piece left over. I might use that to decorate the inside. We'll see. So this is what we're left with. I'm going to take a little sliver off this side because it's not even. There we go. And I know I won't be using any ribbon or anything like that on the card, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it down to the card base now. I refilled my tape gun, and I'll tell you, it runs so smooth when I first refill it. It's amazing. Make sure my card opens the right way and go ahead and stick this down. All right, so what I have decided I would do to fix this rainbow, I went through my Bling box, of course, you know, and picked out the colors of the rainbow in Bling. So I didn't have every color that would be perfect for a rainbow. I have red, and I'm going to use that one for yellow. But this gold one wasn't quite an orange. So I went ahead and got my Sharpie and my Bic markers. These are alcohol markers. If you have Copics or any other type of an alcohol marker, you can use them, and it will color on the Bling. As you can see, I started coloring this gold one in orange, and I can rub it with my finger and it doesn't come off. And then I have green, and it's a very light green, so I thought I would make it more of a primary color or secondary color green. Green's not a primary color. I know this, I promise. By using just a regular green marker. My blue was very pale, so I wanted to darken it a little bit with just a blue marker. My dark blue, I think I want to deepen that a little bit to make it more of an indigo. And then this light purple, I think I want to make it more of a violet with this. So I'm going to go ahead and color up some of this Bling. So we'll start with the orange. It only takes a few minutes, and I'm just running the marker over top of the Bling. It doesn't have to be perfect. If there's a little bit of the old color that's showing through, that's okay. And that's how quick and easy that is done. So now I have orange Bling. Now I could use the clear Bling. I'll go ahead and do the green. I could use the clear Bling and do it, but I thought the colors would be a little richer and more vibrant if I used a background that already had some color in it. But if you don't have the right color Bling, but you have some Sharpie markers or any kind of an alcohol marker, then get them out and it will work. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the blue. I'm not sure which blue I used. This one might be a little lighter. Maybe it was the other blue. Let me see, because that's really dark now. No, they're about the same. And then my indigo is going to start out as this dark blue, but I think I'm going to try adding some purple to it and see if that helps it darken. I want it to be a richer, darker blue, like an indigo. I don't know if you guys remember back, it depends on how old you are, indigo jeans used to be in. And they were like the super dark, almost black jeans. I think that's a good indigo color. So I just put some purple over that blue, the darker blue. And then I'm going to try putting the purple over the light lavender, because I don't really have a darker one for my violet. And I think that'll work out pretty good. All right, I will move those aside. And the rainbow, the colors usually start at the top and go down, so I'm going to start with the red. I hope these are enough. If not, I'm going to have to break out my Blink box and color up some more. I didn't measure. I came unprepared. And I don't mind if a little bit of the other color is in the background, because I will have to get more. Because, you know, in the real world, in nature, nothing is perfect. And sometimes you might have a little bit of reflection in the sky, and that's okay. So let me get my Bling box back out and find my red. You know, I think I used the last of my red. It was this sheet. So I have another one, thankfully. And I will finish this one off. There we go. And now we go for orange. You'll probably want to give these a minute or so to dry. All right, I have to go get my orange color. I think I could color up this little piece of 4. I'm going to let those dry. I'll come back to them. And then yellow I didn't color at all. And I will come back and fill in these ends when I'm all done. Then I have green. That made a good Christmas green, which I did not have in this small bling. I'll have to remember that. And let me get more of that light green bling and color a couple pieces darker. No, I just had it. You would think it would be here. I'm going to need the blue. And how many of the green? Maybe just 2 or 3. So I will actually color a whole other stripe of it. That way I'll have it in case I want it later. All right, and then I have my blue. I won't need to color any more of that. It fit perfectly. And then my indigo. I like saying that, indigo. And I could take one of those off. And last but not least, my favorite color, violet or purple. Purple's my favorite. Any shade of purple, whether it be violet or lavender or a dark purple or a plum. Love them all. All right. So then I'm going to finish filling in. I'm going to take my orange and fill that in. Oh, I need my yellow. I found the rest of them. They were hiding. They fell out of my bling box. So I have some yellow, and I will put them right there. And maybe just a couple of these green. And I will leave that nice dark green on that. And like I said, I'll have it in case I want it for a Christmas card. I think I need one more yellow. I'm dropping everything. I'm going to use my little poker tool thing and straighten these up down at the bottom here. Get them where I want them to go. This is a quick stick by We Are Memory Keepers, and it has this little like spatula end on it. And it's great for moving the bling around. There, now we have a really pretty rainbow, and I think that looks a heck of a lot better. And of course, I got to play with my bling, so you know, if you've seen any of my videos, you know that that makes me happy. And I really need a new bling box because this is pretty full. I need to go to the Dollar Tree. I'll see what I can find. Maybe a plastic box with a snap-on lid or something like that. If you have any ideas of how to store it, let me know. Okay, now I need to jazz up a little bit more of this card because I can't stop there. I have my stickle collection, and I think I'm going to make the cloud down here just a little glittery. This is Studio G glitter glue. Let's see if it tells me what color it is. If it says, I can't read it. But it's white with a bunch of pearly colors in there. It's very pretty. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some of this on the cloud, on the outline of the cloud. And I think I'll just kind of run it along the cloud. Kind of fill that in a little bit. Make it a puffy cloud. And I have this gorgeous green Studio G that happens to, I think, match the shamrock. So I'm going to turn the card upside down. Otherwise I would sit my hand right in that cloud and make a mess. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and run this off on the scrap paper first. I should have done the cloud that way, but I forgot. So I'm just going to go ahead and go over this shamrock. See, I put my finger right in that cloud. I can't be trusted with stickles. I might go ahead and put a little bit of this green on some of these other shamrocks. Just to give them a little bit of sparkle. And I'm just kind of filling in the center of some of these leaves. On that big one, I'm leaving him outlined. And some I'm putting more on than others. This one down here, I'll probably just kind of like outline a little bit, depending on how neat I am. If I'm not very neat, and I'm not, I'll go ahead and color it in. Now I'm going to get the other white one and fix where I smushed my finger. I have this wonderful little silicone tool that I'm going to use and smush my white glitter back over. Not gonna lie, I don't remember where I got that or why I got that. I found it about a month ago in my stash. I don't remember buying it. I may have gotten it to work with my nails, but I've never used it. It's just kind of been sitting. I found it in one of my pencil holders. So I thought it would be great to work with stickles. It moves them right back on over. All right, and before I do any more damage with my messy fingers, I'm going to go ahead and stop. So here we go. We have the St. Patrick's Day card with the rainbow that I fixed up. And even though it has the colors on it backwards in the background, it still looks really good. The colors don't show up as good on camera as they do in person. They do look like the real rainbow colors, so that is good. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a few tips and tricks today, such as coloring your bling or your embellishments with just basic markers. I've used the Sharpie markers or the Bic Market. They're both alcohol-based markers, permanent markers, and they will color plastic or anything like that and make a good color. If you have little pearls or other types of bling, it will color them and make them any color you want. So that's a great way to extend your stash. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for joining me. I would really appreciate it if you gave my video a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and head on over to my Facebook group. It's called Create with Crafty Rhea. I'd love to have you join our crafting community over there. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love it if you did. Just hit that subscribe button. There'll be plenty more videos coming out, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate you. And until the next time, go get crafting. Bye-bye. And guess what? I'm back again, because you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put this in the middle of the card, the center of the card, the inside of the card. The something of the something. Okay, so this was the sentiment that I cut out from the inside, and I'm just going to go ahead and mat it on this green cardstock. And then I will cut it out . I thought this color green matched the shamrocks pretty good. And then once all these stickles dry and I won't stick my finger in them, I'll go ahead and stick this on the inside of the card. Okay, there we go. Again. Thanks again. Bye-bye.